smoke when we all celebrate success. So now we. Yeah, that's right, you know we. I thought I told you that we.
Hey guys, thought I'd do another update for you. Long overdue, I know. So I've mostly reassembled the engine. Some of this is just putting stuff in place to make sure I have everything, all the right bolts and stuff in the right place. And another part is just to see what still needs to be done. So as you can see, I fitted the sandwich adapter for the oil cooler. I'm going to put the oil filter on now. I've cleaned this up really nicely, shined up. Lots of cleaning and polishing went into that, but the mechanical fuel pump is on, Dizzy's on. Alternator is still filthy. I just put it on for some photos just to see what the finished product would look like. So we'll clean that up still. Put the new cam belt on, new tensioner. Put a new dipstick, throat on there. Water pumps fitted. So basically, we're almost ready here. Put about 10 hours of cleaning this engine. 3 liters of engine degreaser and 10 hours of cleaning. So I put up some photos on Instagram if you want us to see them. So yeah, I'm starting to fit the exhaust manifold studs. I need to get the timing. I shifted the timing by accident earlier, when I was working on this thing. And so now the top and the bottom end are no longer in line, so I need to sort out the timing, get the bottom end and the top end top dead center. Took the cam belt pulley off. Still wet, just to give it some few coats of paint, engine enamel obviously. So I'm going to leave it matte black, it doesn't really matter. Let's not put it there by the water. So I did encounter one or two small problems, one of them being that the sender for the high pressure oil gauge in the center console isn't fitting with this pump, with the mechanical fuel pump on. So I need to make a plan there. I did fit the baffled sump and windage tray to the bottom here. Encountered some issues there as well, where every single nut and bolt at the bottom here basically was different. So I do have a box down over here, sump bolts, so I think it's about 6 I need to replace. I still need to do that. Yeah, it'll be a bit of a challenge now that the the gasket maker is set, but we'll just have to work through that. So next steps. I've finally been able to get everything I need together for this engine. So now I was just going to lay the stuff out here to do a quick inventory of stuff that's going to go for powder coating, and I want to try and do that tomorrow if possible. This I'm very chuffed about. If you remember in one of my earlier videos, this part goes on the front of the engine. This is what the engine cam belt covers hook onto. Now mine was damaged. It was horribly bent and twisted out of shape. I've actually fitted it to the donor motor over there. I did put it in the vise and straighten it up, but it still looked terrible. So I gave it about 2 or 3 blasts of engine enamel and fitted it to the donor motor. So it probably could have passed for the engine because it would have covered everything, but I took the nice complete part off that motor, so that'll go away for powder coating, along with the original metal engine cover. So this is engine mount, gearbox mount, engine mount, engine mount, gearbox mount. I don't even know if the guys can really powder coat these. It's a funny metal, I think it's zinc. So if they can't, I'll just spray those silver with regular spray paint. This thing, same story. Yeah, these guys, these are the finicky bits. For some reason I'm missing, unless it's under one of these guys. Very interesting. I seem to be missing a gearbox mounting. It's a good thing I have that one. Should have two. Oh well, there's the top one. I'll just spray that one. I don't feel like pressing the bush out and the polyurethane inserts. I'll just give that a few blasts with paint. So what do we have here? Two tappet covers, mounting parts for the lower control arms, engine cover bracket, radiator cowl, cam belt timing cover or timing belt cover, lower gearbox mount, starter motor mount, that's for the ball that goes into that mount, lower gearbox mount, and driver side engine mount. These little bits I'll take with, but I'm pretty sure I'll have to end up spraying those myself. But this is basically everything that needs to go for powder coating. So I'm going to take a few photos just to make sure I have an exact inventory of everything that's here. Look for that lower engine mount, gearbox mount, but I've got it here, so, well, at least I got one. I'm sure I had another one though somewhere. And then yeah, if I can get this off to the powder coaters tomorrow, hopefully I can get it back, maybe not by Friday, but maybe next week. Then we can finish up here and really get going. I need to mount this motor transversely. The other thing I bought, where would they be? Yeah, this is the aftermarket plastic engine cover. So we'll see what the metal one turns out as. For originality's sake, I'd like to use that one. But if it doesn't turn out too well, or the guys have an issue with it, I'll use the plastic one. There we go. This is for the gearbox oil seal and pushrod bushing. Figure while the gearbox is out and I've got access to it, yeah, I think that's everything. I just change, just a little bit of head start and some preventative maintenance. And yeah, not much has happened here. I still need to call the, I've got a guy now who can come and fix this, and I've got a few ideas of extra stuff I want to do, but I want to have him come here and just have a look and tell me what he can and can't do. But one of the major things that I want to talk to him about is taking the base frame of these two seats and modifying them to take the rails from the Porsche tombstones. So that'll allow me to just take the tombstone will be static on that frame, and I'll move the seats back and forwards on the proper city frame so that they fit properly in the mountings in the car already. So that'll be quite an important step. And I'll probably learn a few bits and pieces about welding from him while he's here. So that'll, and then these seats will be disassembled. I can chuck them out. I mean, I was never going to keep them anyway. A bit of a shame to race. To clean these up and they're actually perfectly fine. But I never wanted to use these in the car. It was always going to be these two or the tombstones. So that's the next thing on the cards. Tomorrow night, so behind with some house DIY. I need to clean up the flywheel. I want to spray the thing black or maybe silver, engine enamel silver, and then just paint onto the timing marks with Tipex. Just a white stripe just so I can see when the flywheel and everything's inside the cowl for the gearbox. There's a small inspection hole on the top, and I need to be able to see that timing mark. So just make it a little bit more visible. But yeah, we are looking good. Looking good. I'm very hopeful. I'm going to try and move some meetings around tomorrow to get that stuff off to powder coating. I was going to do the windscreen wiper brackets and stuff powder coating as well. I might just clean them out and fit, just spray them myself. I need to get going with the important stuff now, and that sort of thing is just going to add extra delays trying to strip this thing and get it going. I need to do the starter motor at some point, but that's only after the engine everything's back in. I need to worry about that. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. I've still got quite a bit of work to do. I need to take an inventory here. Then I just need to tidy up the garage a little bit. Oh, another handy thing I picked up for myself, early Christmas present, compressor. This thing's already paid for itself. See, I've got the tire inflator and pressure gauge on there just to sort out the quad bike's wheels. I need to get a vapor trap as well at some point, but what I want to do with this guy is I'll disconnect the drum feed lines, the braided brake lines from the drums, both sides. I'm going to run some methylated spirits through these brake lines and just spray it through just to clean them up. I still haven't had a chance to look at those yet. Those need to be sorted before the engine and stuff goes back in. Very, very important. So yeah, there was a guy who was going to come and help me in the vehicle. Looks like I'm going to have to practice with some old bits of fuel line. I keep saying fuel line. Brake line, some hard line. And just kind of figure it out myself. Otherwise, I might have to just bite the bullet and tow this damn thing somewhere and get it fitted there. Really irritating. Unless I just live with messy lines and I sort of fold them up. As you see, there's going to be excess, that's why I wanted to trim them. Okay. I might have to call a mate round to give me some advice there, I think. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to tidy up here. I don't know, it's Tuesday night now. This might only come out on Wednesday night. I've got a ton of home DIY stuff that's needs to be sorted out. This I'm actually going to put back onto the donor motor. I wonder where that O-ring went. I have to use some gasket maker. It is a donor motor after all. No, it'd be really nice to see this stuff come back from the powder coaters. That'll be a major step forward. Anyway, cheers for now, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more and be kept up to date, please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to my channel. With your help, we can get this project complete and move on to the next one. Bye for now.